Good evening. I was just sitting here tonight on my own, just chilling out, and then I suddenly thought, oh, I haven't made a video. I have been, hey darling, so in my own head lately. That I just keep forgetting to do things, and I have people wanting this, wanting that, and I'm just like, what? I'm not used to having to do things other than go to work and come home and make the occasional video. Look at that hot chocolate froth. Oh, big lump. So I thought I'd just chill with you guys instead. I've just been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the newest season, and that's season 6, episode 10 I am on, because I have it paused right now. It's interesting, to say the least. I don't understand. Can someone who's seen it explain the whole Fitz thing? No, maybe I shouldn't say it. Anyway. Okay. Can someone explain to me what happened at the end of season 5 to do with Fitz and what's happening to do with him in season 6? I don't get it. So, I think I need that explained to me. This is my Kit Kat mug, which I think I used in my Caring Friend roleplay like a couple of years ago. So, what have I been doing this evening? Well, a friend was supposed to come over. No, it's fine. But I actually messaged to say that he had to cancel because he needs to help set up for his mum's wedding, which is in a couple of days' time, which me and my best friend will be accompanying him to. And so to do that, and he said, I'll let you know if I get done earlier and we can have a cuppa. I know he'll be watching this, so I'm going to make him feel really bad and say I am really disappointed in you. No. I know he sometimes watches my videos, and I just want to say it's absolutely fine. You had... My dog's like, okay, she's talking to herself, what do I do? It's absolutely fine. Really, honestly it is, because it's been nice actually to have an evening to myself and to make this video. And I have to get up at like 6 tomorrow as well, so that is just such a drag. So, it's really bright in this room, but it's not very bright on the camera, I'm seeing. But hey, can't have it all, can we? Oh, and oh my goodness. While I've been sitting here, chilling out, minding my own innocent business, massive spider runs across the floor. Okay, so I shout spider because my brother's still here, so he comes in with the hoover, sucks it up, and there you go. And literally probably 15 minutes before I make this video, another one runs across and I shout, there's another one, but he doesn't come to my rescue this time. So I have to deal with it myself. And I didn't get the hoover because as much as I hate them, I don't want them to die necessarily. So I did something that I don't think I've ever done before with a sizable spider. And that is, get this. Oh, there it is, look. our homemade spider catcher that's just fallen on the floor. Oh my god, I'd poo myself if I lifted it up and it was like still sitting there. I got the handmade spider catcher, okay? Piece of cardboard. Okay. And yogurt pot. Very, very old yogurt pot. See-through, so you know it's in there, obviously, which is obviously what you want. And big enough to get those disgusting legs in there without cutting them off. And it was running along, and we have a fireplace and the concrete or the hearth or whatever you call it in front of it, you know, and it was just running right along there, and I thought, well, I won't be able to get it like this, am I? So it eventually did. It ran across the carpet towards where I'm sitting now, although I wasn't sitting here watching it, I was standing up ready to get it. And I thought, oh my god, I can't do this, because if I quickly try and do it, I might miss, or I might chop it in half or something. It stopped for me. It actually stopped in the middle there, as if to say, I know what you're going to do, I'll let you do it. That was exactly what it said. And then I and let me tell you, okay, I am not scared of anything, I don't think, other than spiders. And I was like this, carrying it out, because I've never caught such a big spider before in my life. I've been proud of myself to catch ones this big, but this was like this. And I was like... and then I thought, what if it slips and then it gets on me? And but I took it outside, right down the bottom, well, not right down the bottom of the garden, but quite far down the bottom of the garden. And I was like... and then I studied this so intensely, more intensely than I've studied anything in my life, and this, just to check. And I also looked at myself in case somehow it flew back onto me, even though there's no wind outside whatsoever. And that is the story of my spider catching skills. But seriously, we had two tonight that I know of. We had two Wednesday night. There was one in my bin today. In my bedroom, in my bin. Please, for the love of God, don't let that be anymore. I'm going to have a nightmare. I've had countless nightmares of spiders crawling all over my duvet, and I've actually jumped out of bed. Not in my dream, in real life. Jumped out of my bed. My heart, like this. I'm going to die one day. Like that. If there's any doctors watching, I need to ask you a question. My eye has been bloodshot. I don't know if you can notice. Okay. For about a week now. There's no pain, although the other day I was super gluing some aquarium glue and I pulled out a little too much, and suddenly I got this whiff of it, of super glue. I wasn't using aquarium glue, I was using super glue to stick my aquarium plants onto rocks. I don't know what I said the first time, but that was what I was doing. And the smell was like, whoa, and it made my eyes water, but the only part of my eye that stung was that part. So it is sensitive to things, and if I leave my eye open for a long time, that's the part that starts stinging. And sometimes it feels itchy, but I don't know if it's just in my head, because now I'm worried about it. So, why has it been like that for a week? Tell me, somebody, please. And I might call the doctor just to check that I'm not going to go blind, because my mum then said, well, it does look like it's spreading to the middle of your eye. And I was like, great. So, oh, well, it's okay, because if I go blind in that eye, that is my weaker eye, so it's not too bad. You've always got to look on the bright side of things. Yeah, like that is blurry as hell. So at least if I went blind in that eye, I'd still have some vision. Because if I went blind in this eye, then I'd be screwed. Anyway, why are we talking about going blind? Okay. And I've also spent the evening, my dog has had fleas, where we've defleed her a couple of times, more frequently than you usually do. But she's still really itchy, so every time she itches, I've basically just been brushing her with this soft bristle end. And she loves it, and I'm like, I do this, and then you know how dogs get their leg going like this? It's because they've got an itchy spot, and I just keep rubbing it and rubbing it to try and get rid of the itch. Because I'm nice like that, I'm a good owner. You know, that's what we do for our dogs. Don't know if this is picking up sound very well. If you can hear any background noise, the washing machine is going, and obviously my aquarium air stones, so you might hear some kind of bubbly-ish noises, I don't know. My loaches are active, swimming around. Maybe I'll give you a little shot of them in a second, and as soon as I turn the camera onto them, I expect they'll stop, because they always do that. Oh, and really interesting, I've painted my nails as well. Just a plain colour, because I couldn't be bothered. Because you know when sometimes you can't be bothered to like spend time on your nails, so you paint them kind of a colour that no one will notice if you mess them up. That's kind of what I've gone for, and I have messed one up actually. But yeah, slightly. This is by Rimmel, and it is called Caramel Cupcake. It's an okay colour. It changes, it varies depending under what light you've got. So in this particular light, I don't actually like it very much, but in some lights it's quite close to my skin colour, so I like it a bit better. It's a bit more, and in other lights it's a bit warmer, a bit more brown, rather than in this light it looks kind of yellow. Cool story, thanks. So yeah. So basically, I'm just paranoid about spiders now. That is that. That's why I keep looking at the floor. I'm sorry. Right. They're not really moving about anymore. It's really funny actually, because I don't know if I've shown my aquarium lately, but it is basically covered, the glass, and a lot of things inside are covered in snail eggs. But nearite snail eggs apparently don't hatch in fresh water, so I'm not actually they're never gonna hatch. Which I'm quite sad about actually, because I wouldn't mind that, but they'd all get eaten by my loaches anyway. Which I wouldn't really appreciate watching, to be honest. But anyway, they're everywhere, all over the glass, and they are so difficult to get off. So difficult. When you think you've got it off, the top layer comes off and then it leaves the residue. It's so annoying. And it's really funny because my snails keep basically humping each other, keep climbing on each other's shells and stuff. I've got 3, and one of them decided to lay lay eggs on top of another snail. So one snail in there has 2 eggs on its back that will never ever come off, ever. So gutted for that snail. Oh God, help. It's my eye, isn't it? It's clearing to my brain already. I'm gonna die. It's probably not a joke about that because I did accidentally drink some fish tank water a couple of weeks ago. So probably got a parasite or something. Luckily though, it was like my really tiny baby fish tank with only 3 baby fish in, and that's water I clean out every 2 days anyway, so I was hoping that actually it's not too bad. Yeah, I didn't drink a lot, it was not a lot. Anyway, that is me done. I'm just going to show you my fishes because they are getting, it's dark in there and the loaches are out and about. So there won't be any good quality sound over there because I'm not moving my microphone, so I do apologise. And just like I said, they are they're as still as ever. I mean, seriously. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. Well, you can see all the white stuff on that circulation pump. Those are snail eggs. You can't really see them on the glass very well, actually. Oh, there you go. She's worn out, I think, because she laid some eggs the other day, but they weren't fertilised, so that was a waste of time. There's a snail. Focus. Oh. Oh, stupid camera focuses on the most random stuff. Nope. There we go. Oh, you son of a... Anyway, you get the idea. Oh, and I bought some floating plants and they're going a bit wild in there. Anyway, so thanks guys. Thanks for not moving now that I've got the camera on you. Really appreciate that. I've tried to spy on them. No. Okay, well, you know, they were swimming about. Assholes.